Alright, in this video we're going to show you how to use Save Club's savings portal so you can save the most amount of money right away. Okay, let's start off with the easy one, which is Eat. Click on Eat at the top, put it in your zip code, and a bunch of restaurants will come up. And if you look, you'll find all kinds of deals, like Jersey Mike subs. They're kind of expensive. Free medium drink with purchase of sub or salad. And then you can just download it. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, 50% off an appetizer. You know, appetizers these days are pretty pricey. You have a lot of the big restaurants as well in here. Domino's, $13 in savings. What's that? Free pizza with the purchase of a large pizza. So just by going through here in your local area, you'll be able to find a lot of deals that can do like 15% off your bill or 50% off. That could easily pay your $20 a month, literally in a day. Hard Rock Cafe, that's downtown Nashville, 15% off food, which is great. This is downtown Nashville where I live. Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, $20 right there. Receive a free appetizer up to $20. So as you can see, just food alone is very, very easy to get you deals. Now I want to show you some of the hidden stuff that you may not know, but that's going to pay your membership right there extremely fast. But click on Automotive for a second, and there's all kinds of automotive deals, and of course they vary depending on where you are at, right? But Pep Boys, that's a nationwide chain, save 20%. Okay, that could be pretty big if you're buying tires, etc. If you're going to buy a new car, there are several things, like Ford has employee pricing, okay, that you can match. The same with the employee auto pricing program. That's thousands of dollars that if you utilize that, if you're looking to buy a car, that could help you out pretty quick. A lot of ways to save on oil changes, $20 off an oil changes, $10 off an oil change, 40% off. This is a place that's like an auto garage here. 50% off diagnosis. Most diagnosis are around $100, so that's around 50 bucks right there. Car washes, you're going to go through a car wash, you might as well save money. So there's just a lot of things in here. If you happen to have a refuel market or double quick, if you look on these, 25 cents off per gallon, it's actually saving you money on gas if you have those. So under Automotive, there's a lot of ways to start saving on stuff that you're doing, you know, daily, which is car washes, which is maintenance, or even buying a car could be thousands of dollars in your pocket. But it gets even better. I want you to think of some of the things. So I looked up budget truck rental. We have that here. Let's say you're moving. You might not think of saving money while you're moving, but they got up to 15% off. I want to show you the difference. So I put in some dates and some travel times, and this is without the discount. So $1,863 per trip for this particular. If I'm wearing a big old truck, $2,500. But with Save Club, look, the big one is that one's about the same. It's $1,656 compared to $1,863. Okay, that one's $1,863, $1,656, $1,648 compared to $1,854. So that's a couple $100 right there. If you're only paying $20 a month and you needed something like that, that pays pretty much for an entire year. So that is really not hard to sell. Now, what I wanted to show you here was how to get the best travel deals sometimes. So if you click on travel, and let's say you were looking for a hotel, you can actually sort by recommended, price low to high, high to low, or by discount. And if you go by discount, you can find some really, really good deals. For example, I found a Best Western here that was, well, this is Priceline's price, $314 per night. Okay, let's see what our price would be with Save Club. Okay, our price for the same room, $198. Again, Priceline's price, $314 for the exact same room. Another thing you could do is you could download a pharmacy coupon. If you go into Find Deals here, and you come over here and you type in pharmacy, you could print off America's Free Pharmacy here. It'll give you a card, and just take use coupon, and then you could start saving. So if you're on any prescription drugs at all, you should try that and see if it actually can save you money off your prescription drugs. All right, so I was looking at Dell. So if you look at Best Buy, they have this Dell all-in-one computer for $13.99. Okay, maybe kids are going back to school or college or something. And then our deal, if you look now, they're out of stock in the one, but it was only $8.99 compared to the $13.99. So if I look at the next one up, okay, let's look at the next one up here. It's $10.49, so that's 32 gigs of RAM, okay, or 32 gigs hard drive, 16 gigabyte of RAM, okay. So what does Best Buy have? Best Buy is selling the one with 16 gigabytes. We're doing the one with 32. They want $13.99. Going through Save Club, $1,049. So that's hundreds of dollars that you could put right back in your pocket right now. Also, a couple other things you could do: big savings on car insurance. So if you pull up insurance like this here, it'll go through and try to give you rates from all your different car insurances. You know, I know people that are saving hundreds of dollars a year just comparing car insurance. And you could also type that in as well. If you go over here and just type in insurance, that one kind of does them all, but there's other places. Big savings car insurance, that kind of goes everywhere. But if you look, there's all the individual insurances too that you can actually just say, hey, give me a quote and see what they'll save you for being in Save Club. Another thing you want to do is look over here at like health and beauty and look up things like salons. A lot of people get their hair cut, and of course this is going to be depending on your area here, but look, 20% off all services. This place here, 10% off eyebrow threading, 50% off. Free women's haircut with the purchase of highlights. So any of the ladies that are spending a lot of money on their hair, which is a lot of them, you have all kinds of deals right here. Also, you can hit shopping. And when you go through shopping, there's all kinds of stuff. JCPenney, 15% off. Men's Warehouse, 10% off. But one of the ones I wanted to show you was this here. A lot of you buy certain supplements and whatnot. GNC, $20 off, $100. So if you buy proteins and you buy a lot of stuff on a monthly basis, you can go stock up and get an instant $20 and get your money right back. Okay, Blue Sky Vitamin, 15% off. There's another nutrition. Let's see here. Nutrition here, I thought I saw Advanced Nutrition Center, 20% off. So again, 20% off supplements. Every $100 I spend, I get $20 back. So that could easily pay what I'm getting, what I'm paying for in just 1 month, not including just all the food deals. Now, there's other things to look at too, like entertainment, like Top Golf. That's a fun place to go on a Saturday. If you want to do Top Golf, so right here, my local Top Golf, I get $15 off gameplay. All right, well, if I use that coupon, there's $15 back that I wouldn't have before, and I'm only paying $20 a month, and I'm probably going to go eat somewhere near Top Golf. And if I did, I could probably find a restaurant that had, a really good deal, not too far away from Top Golf at all, and save some really, really good money. Another thing to do is click on hotels, because you can search through the travel portal, but if you click on hotels, sometimes these hotels have rates that you can click on and automatically get off that might not be showing in the other travel portal. So you can click on here and hit view deals. If there's a certain hotel name that you may be able to get a really good rate for looking. So I would compare it. I would click on travel, put in where you want to go and look at the hotel rates, but then also click on hotels over here and see if there's a additional rate or maybe even a better rate that you can get as well. All right, so these are really, really good things to do while you're using the portal itself. So there's just a ton of stuff. Condo and resorts is the same way. Extra holidays, 20% off. Extra holidays, they have condos all over the place, like timeshare properties all over the place. Really, really nice rooms, and they're giving 20% off, and you can get some really, really good deals. So look at the travel, but then you may say, wait, hey, I want a little bit bigger place, and then you can get into the condos and resorts and do that as well. So you really want to dive in to all this stuff, even like movies. If you're going to go to the movies, why pay full price for tickets when you can get it off? The same thing goes with all the theme parks and stuff. I know not everybody, when you click on travel, goes to all the theme parks and everything every day. I mean, we have a ton for Disney, Universal, all those kind of things. all these big theme parks. Now summer's coming up, you're probably going to use that and save a ton of money, but you don't do that kind of stuff every day. So this video is more of stuff that you may use on a daily basis, or things that you're going to use currently. You know, again, you're going to buy school shopping for the kids. You can get money off as well by just hitting shopping, and there's all these different stores as well. Mother's Day's coming up, you can get flowers discounted. There's all kinds of baskets you can get discounted, and just click on it and see the deal. Of course, Sunglass Hut is great if you're going to buy expensive, you know, designer sunglasses. That extra 15% off definitely helps as far as that goes. And even things like this, publications. Okay, if you click on magazines, I don't know if anybody reads magazines anymore, but you can actually use it to get really good magazines at a discount. Just everything that you think that you're going to buy is pretty much in the Save Club membership here that you can save on instantly. And all you got to do is click on it and just go through it and find things. Like Sennheiser, they make really high-end like headphones and things like that. If you compare it to Best Buy, you can save some big money. Sonos makes sound bars. If you compare that to Best Buy, you could save, I think there was a savings over $300 on one sound bar that Best Buy was selling. And if you bought it through the membership, you'd have it saved $300. LG, all these different places are on here. But you want to look at, you know, we're saying even Target is offering an additional 10%. Sometimes you got to go through here and see the deals, each deal individually. I like the ones that give me a coupon code that I can use right away, because that works really good, as opposed to just them showing savings. If you have a actual coupon code, those work really good. You just have to kind of dive in here and start looking at things. Okay, Belk right there, American Eagle 10% off, you know, so you can look at what they have here and see what they're doing. But it's great. I mean, a lot of you, how many times do you eat pizza a week? You know, you can type in pizza and look at this. You're going to definitely save more than $20 a month. Everybody is. That's why it's not hard to get people involved in Save Club, because literally in the first day or 2 days, they usually save more than 20 bucks, and they got it for an entire month. So imagine the money. Most people can save hundreds of dollars per month using the Save Club membership on just stuff that they're going to do every day. Not necessarily travel to big places, although there's a ton of savings for that. You know, there is a ton of stuff you do on a daily basis that you could put money back in your pocket. Hope you enjoyed this video. Start to use it.